Shared preferences, calling back data. Hello, everyone. So we're going to learn how to call back saved data using shared preferences class in this particular video. I'm sure that you must remember in the last video we saved data into the local memory, but we did not call it back. No, it's not a fault. It is called incremental experiential learning. We'll get to that later. Anyway, when we open the application again, the saved data did not come back, right? So what we need to do is we know that the data is saved into the device memory. Now we just have to learn how to call it back. First step, I'll create a retrieve data class, saved data class. I'll write here public void retrieve data. First, I will call shared preferences class. Shared preferences equals get shared preferences. And I will use the same keyword as above. The keyword is saved data. Also, I will use the same mode, context.mode private. Then after that, what do? I'll call save data back using the same containers. So first, I will call back name. Name equals shared preferences dot get string. So this get string method takes two parameters. First one is keyword. And what was the keyword for this name container? It was key name. Second one is default value. And you can define a default value if the key is not present. I will write null for the default value. Now, if the key is not present or nothing is saved, the default value will be null. So after calling back the name, I will call back the message. So message equals shared preferences dot get string. And keyword is key message. Default value is null. And then third, I will call the count. And no, not from Transylvania. Count equals shared preferences dot get int. Keyword is key count. And default value is 0. Okay, you follow? So the keyword is important, right? If you write the keyword wrong, it will not call back data. Then you got to do some troubleshooting. So let's just write it first in the first place. So the last one is, that's also why I keep things clear as can be. But yeah, so the last one is checked Boolean value. Is checked equals shared preferences dot get Boolean. Keyword is key remember, and default value is false. So now I'll call back data and assign them to the containers. Right, so after that is complete, I need to write this data in place. Okay, so how am I going to do that? So I took data using the get text message from the username component. So this time, I will write on the username and the other components. Just bear with me. I will write here username dot set text name. User message dot set text message. And I will write count value on the button. Name of the button was counter. Counter.setText, quotation marks, count. So the quotation marks will convert an integer to string. And the last one is Boolean value. So I called back the Boolean is checked value. If is checked value is true, I will set, remember checkbox, to be checked. If is checked value is false, I will set checkbox to unchecked. So I will write if is checked is true. Remember, dot set checked true. Else, remember, dot set checked false. Now my data retrieve method is ready. So I will call this method in the onCreate method. You can call this method, of course, wherever you need to. Now that it's set, I will write here, retrieve data. So let's run the application again. So the application opens. I'll write a name here. And I'll write something here. I'll click the button several times. And I'm going to click that checkbox. All right, check the checkbox. So now I will close the application. When I close the application, look, there's a toast message. Data is stored. So now I'm going to open up that application again. What do you know? Everything came back. So this time I will uncheck the checkbox. And I will click the button again, close the application. So now when I close the application, it will save the last status of the application. And when I call it back, it will set everything to that last status. Pretty cool, huh? Great. So that's pretty much how you use the Shared Preferences class. If you want, you can, of course, come up with some multitude of creative ways, I am sure. For example, you can, just to whet your appetite, you can put a save button somewhere in an application, and if the user wants to save any type of data, the user can just click that save button. Alrighty then, so in this video, we learned how to retrieve that saved data using the Shared Preferences class. I want to see you in the next video because I know you hunger for more.